Hello everyone, welcome to the next topic of code with ease. That's Jacoco code coverage. Uh, Now, before we get into more detail about code coverage itself, what about Jacoco? How many of us know Jacoco? I know many of us do use it. Even most of the build processes of a Java application does use it. But how many of us use it on day-to-day development process? Uh, Jacoco is nothing but JA for Java, CO for code, CO for coverage. It's a Java code coverage plugin. When you run your unit test, it creates a file, exec file, and which kind of gets generated into a report. When you try to get a HTML report out of it, you can do all that stuff using plugins of Maven and all. What about a simple way to get the coverage of the code, whatever you have written, and how much of a JUnits you have written? Uh, let's get into a simple piece of code first. What you're seeing here is a simple piece of code. There's three branches here for 1, 2, 3 I values, and if nothing happens, there's a return statement. Fine, means this is a simple program. You if you just write a unit test for 1, you'll get to know, or unit test for 2 I value, you'll get to know that you're covering 2 branches of it. But this is a simple program. What about a complex coding program? When you have a lot of code in there, how do you get to know which part of code is exactly getting covered by a unit test? And it will not be one developer, it will be a lot of more developers working on it. How do you get to know in your development cycle itself? So we don't have to do too much for that. We already have Eclipse who's giving us a default plugin of Jacoco. If you're using an older Eclipse, you can definitely go and install the Jacoco plugin. But since I'm using the newer ones, I'm getting the Jacoco code coverage plugin out of the box in Eclipse. This is my unit test. It just has single unit test for one, branching value 1. So let me try and run it. How do you run it? You can see this symbol here just beside the run configuration. You'll see a coverage configuration stuff. Again, it got I just pressed it, but you can let me show you all the values around it. Yeah, so you're here. So you see a test here. You can run a single test. You can run all your tests. Let me try to run all my tests. Since I have just one, so it will not affect too much, I say OK, and then I press a coverage. Once you press a coverage, you will see something called as a coverage tab at the bottom. Once you go on that, you will see 39% of the code is covered, but since we are interested only in the source main Java side of it, we'll see this is a 24% coverage. Let's see which all methods are covered and which all methods are not. You can see in safe settings, only this method has at least 30% of coverage. The main method is 0. Now how to just check, is it exactly giving me the right answer or not? Let us have one more test case added to it for the branching strategy 2. And let me assert it for the value 2. So now you can see this is a 30% coverage for this, and the overall coverage for this file is 24.2. Let us run it again. Coverage configuration, the same stuff. You can save it. It's not required for you to go to the screen every time. It gets saved, just like the run configuration stuff. So now you can see there's an enter the second condition also is coming through. Let us see on the coverage. Has it changed? Has it not? It has. So it's now doing for a 61% coverage for this method, and the overall coverage has risen to 48%. So this is a simple way of checking how much have you done, how much have you covered your code with, what is uncovered, what is not covered. All that stuff can easily be seen just by using this plugin. This plugin will be really helpful for all of us during our development cycle. Uh, Again, that's all I had for Jacoco. If you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.